What's up, everybody? It's me, Crosspatch. Welcome to the Pittsburgh Steelers practice facility and the first installment of my Madden 22 Pittsburgh Steelers Money Plays series. So these are plays that you can count on to get the job done against the All Madden CPU. Use them against your friends, use them against your family. Last year I did videos like this with a bunch of plays in one video. I kind of thought maybe that was a little too long and confusing, so I'm going to be doing it as a series this season. One play per video, hopefully make it a little easier to digest. And before we get started, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. It is totally free to you, and you will not miss one of these videos when they come out. And if you do find this video helpful, entertaining, or educational, please go ahead and hit that like button. I really appreciate it. So the first play we're going to go over in this series is in the tight doubles, shotgun tight doubles formation, and it is called cross wheels. Cross wheels. We'll call a random play for the defense, and we are going to let Ben get sacked here. Down he goes. He is 39 years old, but he is tough still. Don't worry about him. And so we're going to take a look at the instant replay and see what all these receivers are doing. So your outside flanker here, he is running a deep crosser. Got a tight end running a shallow crosser. Same direction. Split end in the slot here running another shallow crosser in the opposite direction. This flanker is running a wheel route. And this halfback's running a wheel route in the opposite direction. So there we go. So before we talk about progression and who to look for on this play, let's talk about setup first. And I always call this play so that this guy running this wheel route is on the wide side of the field. So what does that mean? That means the ball is on the left hash mark, if I can get focused on my center here. Close enough. The right side of the field is the wide side of the field. So that's where I want him. I want him to have, obviously I'm doing this because I want him to have a little space to run this route, right? The more space, the better. We want him to get some width and get outside the numbers here. If he's over here and the pass is a little bit off, he's going to maybe step out of bounds or whatever. So we just want to give him a better opportunity with enough space there. The other change I'm going to make pre-snap is I'm going to hot route this halfback to block. And the reason I do that is because look where he ends up. He runs right into my other receiver over here. So I want to keep him out of the way, and you'll see why in a minute. And it's nice to have a little extra pass protection as well. So our progression on this play, who do we look for? Our first look is to this wheel route guy. And he's obviously covered here. We wouldn't throw him the ball. So it's like a little bonus on this play that they give you sometimes. So you can see that the corner runs with him. This is man covers. Looks like cover one. The corner runs with him. We wouldn't throw that. But what happens sometimes is this cornerback will bail or blitz. And that gives you a little window to figure out who's covering him. And I'm going to suggest always, but especially with plays like this, spend a lot of time in practice mode just running this play over and over. So you get used to what you're looking at. Because you got a little bit of a window to decide who's covering him. You want to hit him right about here if you're going to throw the ball. And decide if you can fit it in there or not. So you might find out somebody from inside is covering him and you've got an easy shot. It might be a safety that's trying to pick him up. Somebody might be floating out to cover a zone out here. In some cases, you can hit him. In some cases, you'll have a safety back here. It'll look like you can complete the pass, but he's going to be coming up fast as you throw the ball and has the potential to intercept it and take it for a touchdown. So you kind of got to get used to what you're looking at that. So, if he is left alone here, just learn to feel it out. Try to quickly figure out who's covering him. You've got a split second to get the ball in there. And if you complete it, it is at least a 10-yard gain. If he makes a move, maybe you've got a fast receiver, could be a touchdown. So that's just a little bonus on this play. That's not our main guy we want. Our main guy we want is this guy, running this crosser in the other direction. And what we want is man coverage. So this looks like it was a blitz with cover one over the top. And he draws man coverage against this nickel corner. And he beats him. So he's open. Right about here is where we want to hit him. And you see why I say we want this guy out of our way? Because now Fitzpatrick's over here. We're throwing the ball right into Fitzpatrick, the safety. If Fitzpatrick wasn't here, we complete the pass right about here. And look at all this green. That's the ideal situation of what we want out of this play. Cut that up for a 30-yard gain. That's what we're looking for. What if we don't get it? What if he's covered? Usually a receiver is going to win this. If you've got a decently fast receiver, I think Claypool, I think I had an upgrade on him. I think he's 92 speed right here. But, you know, acceleration, stuff like that matters too. X-Factor abilities matter, superstar abilities. So, you know, if he's not covered, if this is a good corner, maybe an X-Factor corner who's just all over him, who's our next look? Our next look is this tight end. He's running the other way. And we want man coverage, obviously, again. He draws a linebacker, and he's got him beat. So he's wide open going the other direction. So this is kind of the ideal situation we want out of this play. It's a blitz. It's man coverage. High safety over the top. That's okay. And we've got two very open receivers. This is all Madden, by the way, that I'm doing this on. So you know, if you play on All Pro or whatever, you might see even better opportunities. But I play on All Madden. I do all my practice stuff on All Madden. So what about this guy? He's running a deep crosser. I never throw to him. Almost never. And the reason I never do is because the same things that apply to getting him open, you know, apply to these other guys as well. So I will have already thrown to somebody else by the time he gets open. So, you know, I mean, I guess, you know, you can experiment with it if you see. I mean, we've got cover one here, so you're going to want him to clear that safety right around here. He's really not open anyway. But, you know, experiment with it. If you want to take some shots to him, there's no reason. I mean, he is open. He's not open there, but there are many times when this guy is open if you are willing to hang on to the ball and wait for him. How you get rid of it before that. So, tips and concerns. Zone coverage with a lot of zones underneath are deadly for this route, for these routes. You end up with your guy running straight into a cornerback here. You know, you can kind of fit things in where you can sometimes, depending on the coverage. A lot of times you can get this tight end if you have like a cover two with somebody in the flat over here. This wheel route will draw him out just enough that you can get it into the tight end here. Again, experiment with it. I would say if you're playing against a lot of underneath zone, you're probably going to want to go to something else. I'd go to, you know, something like a high-low stretch kind of thing or something maybe. A lot of plays like that we're going to be going over too. So when do I use this play? I use this play, I like to use it in the red zone, around the 10-yard line or so. These guys running these crossing routes, if they can get open for a touchdown. I use it a lot of times like a 3rd and long, you know, where like I don't just want to wing the ball downfield and hope for the best. I will call this play and hope for the best. And I'll hope for this guy getting open and being able to cut, you know, if it's 3rd and 22 or something like that, something stupid. You know, we can pick that up a lot of times with this play. I also really like this play for 2-minute drill. Because all of your guys are near the sideline when they make a catch. He catches here, he can go get as much as he can and duck out of bounds. If you watch any of my franchise games, I do that a lot. he makes a catch, he can duck out of bounds. So, yeah, we'll run this play live a few times, see what we get. Maybe see some situations that I'm warning you about. I'll probably throw an interception just to show you. Well, maybe not. Maybe I won't try to do that. We'll see. So there's our wheel route guy. You see how the corner backed out of there? I won't go through the instant replay. You can watch the replay of the video if you want to. Hot route our guy to block. There's the backed out again and left him open. And they keep leaving him open. I don't know why. But we'll keep throwing it. Trying to get that man coverage look so we can take a crack at the Claypool on the crosser. There he is. So that's about where we want to hit him. He got a little hitch in his giddy up there. I'm still kind of getting used to the new movement on Madden 22 a little bit. We'll run once more. And there's that guy again. Well, hopefully you get the idea of this play. Work with it in practice mode. Try it in the games. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. And let me know how it goes if you use it in a game, how it's working for you. Like I said, especially maybe try it as like a 2-minute drill kind of play. But that's about it. I wish you the best of luck. I appreciate you watching this video. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Whatever you decide to do, I hope you have a great day. And I'll see you next practice.